like Mysonne even coming out of this situation looking kind of crazy. I'm gonna bring it to a point where Trife Gangster brings up Mysonne, and then I got some other stuff to bring up about Mysonne, just so we understand the totality of the situation. So there ain't no hate or nothing like that, but we two dudes on YouTube trying to figure out what the hell going on, and we being shrewd about it. You know, here we go.
Getting upset as I hear that, nah, bro, I ain't got time for that. You feel me?
Another thing that kind of confused me, I've known you to have a relationship with Mysonne. Previously, I don't know where y'all at today, but I know y'all had a relationship. But him and Troy Ave don't get along. But he was calling Troy Ave a rat. And did he ever say free tax before? Am I bugging? Did he say that before?
How?
Did Mysonne ever say that before?
I didn't see it myself. I'm confused.
But this is what I'm asking you. If Troy Ave is a rat, right? He's still going at Troy Ave for testifying. If Troy Ave don't testify, isn't it a possible chance that this man could walk away? Like, I don't understand if Mysonne is your man. Why, what's the relationship with him and Troy Ave about this, him being a rat and all that? Like, it's confusing to me because what I'm asking you, bro, is what is Troy Ave supposed to do? He got blamed for killing your brother. People don't know that. Although they say he was in charge, they don't know. And this is what I want you to clarify to the people. This dude's defense was he did it. Could you tell that to the people? So Troy Ave was in a situation where if he didn't testify, he could have walked and he could have been the man that was getting blamed. So when people was going at him,
so his option was right. His option was, okay, this guy, I know what I'm saying happened. This guy shot me, my man killed him, shot the situation up. I get caught on camera. He get caught on camera shooting. Got two guns. This is the situation. All this stemming from this conflict, right? So now you living with people saying you shot yourself and killed your man, and now you just hold that, be quiet, right? Fight your case, possibly go to jail for those two guns, and for the rest of your life live with that, right? Or testify.
Yeah, so there you have it. His brother is saying that basically telling was the right thing to do in that situation. So Mysonne kind of going at him, knowing that he got a relationship with Trife Gangster and you had a relationship with Banger, it seems a little weird, you know? Or am I tripping? Am I tweaking?
I mean, Taxstone shouldn't have had a gun in the club, man. Like that wasn't the case. He shouldn't have been there on that. You know what I mean? He should have been able to just bring some boys and y'all duke it out, and that could have been it. But when it got to that gunplay, it was just like you should. If you had to bring a gun in there, Tax, you shouldn't even much been in there, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's sad that it had to go that way. But you know, Troy had to fight for himself. So we can't say what a man's supposed to do. I don't look at him no different, you know, because he wasn't never, I don't think he was ever with the street code anyway. Like some of Mano was saying was real. So why are you holding this guy and calling him all of that? You know what I mean? This man was probably putting up his image doing his thing. A lot of rappers do that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm saying the way it's looking right now, Mysonne should have stayed out of it. I know he was speaking on what he felt was right, but since then we've learned that I learned, I didn't know all of this. You know, since you want to go back and forth with Troy Ave exposed the fact that Mysonne has been convicted of robbing multiple cab drivers for very low amounts of money. He's stealing stuff like walkie-talkies. It seems like the victims were all Hispanic. So it's just like, yo, you saying that he ain't a tough guy and he done did some things that's dishonorable in his past. Well, goddamn, Mysonne, don't look like you was, you know, it looking really ugly in your past too, you know?
Yeah. And these guys are 50 years old, Mano and Mysonne. This man Troy Ave is like what?
I don't know if they're 50. Have we confirmed?
They're like 49. That? Both of them are like 50, like very close to 50. I can confirm it for you, but yeah, I've seen it that both of them are at bare minimum 49.
Okay.
So what I'm
We'll
saying
work on
is,
confirming that later, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
this man is 36, 30, 37. He around our age. He's way. Y'all need to find somebody else to be antagonizing and getting that. You know what I mean? I understand they trying to stand for the code right now, but if this guy was never that, if y'all saying he was never that, it's nothing to talk about. He don't have to live by them street rules or them street principles that y'all saying, because you saying he was never that. So it's nothing to talk about, really. Just let that man get his money. Really, if you was being real, you would have just been like, just let that man get his money. But if you trying to expose him, if you trying to expose a man, especially a black man out here right now, you suspect, bro. I can't respect you.
I don't know. You
Especially
might,
once-
I mean, you don't
That's
think
how
we
I feel.
expose
I'm
people here
standing on that.
sometimes?
I'm saying if you going out and you trying to knock somebody credibility, yeah, we just talking about and reviewing some of these guys. If this is exposing, this
Maybe
ain't
he
the
was
time.
reviewing Troy Ave. Maybe he was just trying to get to the bottom of, bottom of the story. He trying to expose the real. Maybe he was just trying to keep the truth alive. I don't.
But we hear this
That's not
narrative
possible.
so much, because I hear everybody try to check rappers, gangsters on what they did. I ain't never seen them outside. I just hear that all the time about every rapper. Oh, he ain't really about that.
Well,
And it's like,
you know what's gonna happen, dog. It's two things that if a nigga don't like you, what they gonna say? They gonna say you ain't tough and you're gay. That's standard. They gonna bring that up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna act like you some kind of suspect and you ain't tough. But I also want to bring up this thing I thought was funny. I had to go back 3 years and watch a Mysonne interview on Queen's Flip, and he gave some context on like where the origins of the beef between Mysonne and Troy Ave might have started. And I thought this was funny, man. If y'all ain't caught this shit is a little bit funny.
Said Wu-Tang something.
Hold on. He's gonna explain how they was at a Wu-Tang concert and they met and they took a picture, but something went a little funny.
I don't think you overreacted. You don't think that. You don't think you. Because sometimes when we come across somebody based off of his, I've been around him before. I can see a type of, he's cool, but I can see what type of energy that he might give off. I'm saying, like, is it a conversation?
It's a conversation.
So it was a response to certain things. That's what I'm asking you. Like, did it become like a personality thing?
It was a personality clash. It was on more than 2 occasions that we had personality clashes.
But y'all didn't have an argument.
We didn't, because I didn't push it to that way. I didn't do that. Like one time we had I think it was probably a Wu-Tang concert or some shit. I forgot. It was either Dipset, Wu-Tang, something. I think we had the Garden. And him and Raekwon is taking a picture. Him, Raekwon, I think Meth and somebody else. So Raekwon be like, come on, Mice, jump in this picture. I jump in the picture. I ain't even thinking about Troy Ave. I'm not thinking nothing. So boom, a week or 2 later, we in the airport. We just chilling. I'm coming. I see him. He like, oh, yo, what's up? I'm like, what's up? I get nigga. Nah, he called, yo, come over here. So I come, I'm like, what's up? He telling this man, he like, yo, guess what happened? Last week, I'm taking a picture with the nigga Raekwon, right? And I look at my picture, this nigga in the picture, he done photobombed the picture. I'm like, how this nigga get in my picture? Yo, you a funny nigga. How you jumped in that picture? So I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He like, yo, he's serious. He ain't joking. You know how you joke about some shit? I'm like, my nigga, what do you mean photobomb the picture? I'm like, and he was making it seem like I wanted to jump in the picture with him. Telling a nigga, a grown man, this. So my man looks at me like, what is he talking about? He was dead serious with this conversation, though. So I'm like, I would, in a normal, I'm like, my nigga, what are you talking about? Fuck you mean? Like, you ain't serious. There ain't no reason for me to get no picture with you. Like, but I didn't do that. I just said, I laughed it off and walked it off. Like, let me just stay away from this thing.
I see.
That to me was fucking hilarious, dog.
My son trying to steal my son trying to get some credit points. He trying to get in the nigga picture.
I ain't gonna put that on my son.
No, I'm just fucking with him. Yeah, but he sound truthful. He sound like,
but that's just funny. Like,
you weird ass nigga. What you doing?
Can you imagine if a nigga tried to shine on you like, yeah, come over here. Yo, this weird ass nigga ended up in my picture. Yo, son, how you did that, yo? You like a magician. How you ended up in my picture, bro? Like, yo, they trying to play me right now. Like, that's how fights start right there. Like, cuz. I might have started pulling up my pants like, cuz, like, what you mean, bro?
Hey,
like,
that's funny.
You might have to get there, bro. Fuck you mean? Photo around your pin. They trying to shine on me.
But my thing is the fact that Mysonne didn't just act the toughness right then and there. Like, no,
you can't fight for everything. Sometimes
I ain't saying fight. No, you going too far. I ain't saying that.
Okay, let me
I
hear
said he should have just had some energy right there in that man's face. If that's how you feel me, if that's how it was, if that's how he took it. For him to take it in, right? This is what I'm saying. The man obviously asked you a question. He was communicating with you. I'm not knocking Troy. He asked you like, yo, how you did that? How did you do it? Like, I guess you felt like it was, it damaged his look, character or whatever. So you're like, whatever, let me just stay away from this guy. But you rapping about him, you know what I mean? It made you like, yo, I don't fuck with him. Like, he ain't really street like that. It really got you upset. I feel like it got Mysonne a little bit like tight,
Yeah, I mean, that's another one. So I felt like Troy Ave, he catching wins all across the board with that. That was another one. That was another one where I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga Troy Ave is just catching bodies. And then
I gotta give him a W for that too, because it's like, bro, I didn't think to take a picture with you. So I'm just asking, like, how you get in there? Like,